Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm saying a very big shout out to every one of you for the support, the love you all showing me here. I am grateful to all my members. You all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's a video that is making around TikTok about a black woman who was beaten by her boss, right? A Chinese man beat her up, and she has like a swollen eyes all round with blood and clothing and all that. And a lot of people still want to justify that maybe she was rude to the boss, that's why the boss did her something like that. And they are not asking, what right does the boss have to hit somebody? And then this boils down to some certain things or some videos that I have seen that is going round, like, you know, when you see them in Africa, or they try to, people are really nice to them and all that. When it is the other way around, it is just a different ball game. But then the African Americans have been telling us, they have been warning us about some certain things, and they keep saying, you already got to wake up about all these people. But then I think it is because Africans are very welcoming, and they do not have that sense of rare to the season that, these people are usually up to something and all that. They don't have that survivor this thing. Sometimes I see African Americans warning black people on TikTok, telling them, this you all are doing, probably you may say the reason later. You say the result later. And you see them, they are like, why is it that African Americans always have something to say when it comes to Africa? Because they have lived it. They have experienced it. They have lived with these people and they know them better. All right, I'm rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get into it.
Hello, my name is Olusindiso. I'm from South Africa. I'm currently based in Shanghai, China, and I work as a kindergarten teacher. On Wednesday, August 23rd, during a disagreement, the HR manager at my job, a guy, punched me on my face. After he punched me and I was screaming, trying to get out of his office, he pushed me down on the couch, telling me that I needed to sit down. I screamed and I was trying to get my phone so I can take pictures and videos of what was happening. Instead, he grabbed my phone and said he didn't have my phone anymore. I don't know how I got out of the office, but somehow I got out. And I was running in the passage of this kindergarten trying to get help. There were various women there. All of them just watched and did nothing. I managed to run to the stairs, but by the time I got to the stairs, he was already there. And he was preventing me from going past him. I was screaming, but he was pulling me, preventing me from leaving. I don't know what came to my head, but I thought about a different exit, and I ran towards the different exit, but he was chasing me. And during the time that he was chasing me, he was singing a song, humming a song, as though to distract me in case so that I can fall and he can catch me. I managed to get out of the building, and there was another lady outside the building shouting for the securities officers to close the gate so I wouldn't get out. But what happened is the security officer made a mistake. Instead of closing the gate, he opened the gate, and then I ran, managing to get out. By the time I got out, I had no shoes on, no socks on. They had taken my phone. I had no bag on. It was just me and nothing on my hands. I didn't know what to do, so I started walking on the streets, and I came across a young Chinese lady. Asked her if she speaks English, and she said yes. I asked her to call the cops. She called the cops arrived, and we went back to the kindergarten. When we arrived at the kindergarten, they had gathered everything that belonged to me on the table, telling me that the reason why they were preventing me from leaving is because they wanted me to calm down so they can call the cops to resolve the issue, despite the fact that I wasn't feeling safe, and that is why I wanted to run away. Then the guy who had punched me told the cops that he did not punch me, that I hit my eye on the couch. I asked them to release the CCTV footage of the building while I was running, and they said they don't have it. we went to the police station. At the police station, the vice principal who saw everything happen said that she didn't see anything, and that when this guy might have hit me, she was on the phone, so she didn't see anything. When I arrived there, the cops basically told me that my visa is expiring next week and I do not have proof that this guy has hit me, and therefore I needed to settle. Feeling like I didn't have a choice, I ended up settling for compensation. I'm making this video because there are so many of us out here who are suffering under the hands of our employers, who continue to disobey the law and treat us very poorly. And I'm also making this video because I feel very powerless in this situation. They told me that if I talk to anybody or go to the media about the situation, then they would sue me and I would have to go to jail or get deported. They also threatened to put me on some teachers blacklist in China so that I would never get a job in China. They also refused to give me any documents that would allow me to work anywhere else in China during this moment. But I'm not okay with just keeping quiet and pretending like this is okay and nothing happened. And I hope if you're seeing this video, you pass it to as many people as possible so that people know that this happens to me.
Hello people, I saw this lady video on TikTok. She's from South Africa. You know, I saw a video and she narrated what happened. It was so very bad. I keep telling my African brothers and sisters, the day we stop seeing the Asian, the Europe, the Westerners as God, that is when they will stop maltreating us. But as long as we keep seeing them like they are superior, they will keep doing what they are doing to us. Now this lady is from South Africa and she resides and works in China, in an Asian country, and where she works, her HR or whatsoever abuse her, one, because she's from African. And the least South African people can see on the comment section is "come home." You know, I trust, I'm not making mouth. That is why I always speak about Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria and I know what we are capable of. I swear to God, if not all of us, out of 100% of Nigerian, 99.9%, foreigner cannot do this thing to the person. Be he woman, be he man. If our lady is in this kind of situation, she will retaliate. We as an African, we should stop respecting these people. They are not God. They are the different about us is color. We have everything than these people. They've been taking and taking from us. We are in our country. They maltreat us. We still travel to their country. They will still maltreat us. When will African rise up and fight back? Now, I used to watch some video that South African people normally go to those foreigners, especially Chinese. They sell fake alcohol and all that. You see how South African police or that guy that normally interrogates them. You see how he's always afraid even touching Chinese people. When he discover fake alcohol from their shop, to even touch them, he always afraid. But when it comes to another African brothers or sister, you have power. We shouldn't always channel our power on our fellow brothers and sisters. We should always channel our energy and power on the foreigner, the real foreigner, because I can't see my African brother and call him or her foreigner. South African is not foreigner when he's Nigerian. So likewise, a Nigerian shouldn't be a foreigner in South Africa. Ghana should not be a foreigner in Nigerian. Likewise, Nigeria shouldn't be a foreigner in Ghana. In all over Africa, we should only see the foreigners as the white people, the Europeans, the Westerners, the Asian, the Indians. All those Somalis that say they are not African, we should see those ones as foreigners, not our own fellow brothers and sisters. I really feel pity, and if African will not stand up to kick against what is going on, it will get out of hand. South African government should not let this go. To wrap it up, I know South African, most of you don't like truth. That is why you always kick against videos that say truth about your people and your country. Now, do you see how this lady feel? She feels so pain. She feels that nobody is here to help her because she's a foreign land. That is how some people you guys maltreat in your country. That is how they feel too. The pain she's feeling right now, that she's in another man's country and they are maltreating her like this. That is how most foreigners feel in your country. That's why we need to have a change of attitude, change of mind, and it will really help us. It's an advice. If you like, you take it, because most of you will not take it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is W0man. I'm from South Africa. I'm currently based.
This is exactly why I speak to y'all in the violence that y'all understand. When we tell y'all, as African people, the danger of the BIPOC unity, not understanding your oppressor, because you decided to stop at a specific point of history and not keep digging, y'all get mad. When we tell y'all that your oppressor is everybody who does not look like you. But nah, y'all want to tell us about Stop Asian Hate. We were just attacked, just a week ago, by Malfoy, degraded in our blackness, claiming they were trying to protect a black woman, yet insulting the same black women who are supposed to be protected by the danger of BIPOC. It's time to start digging into your own oppressor's history. Study your enemy. May our sister get justice and heal.
Hello, my name is W0man. I'm from South Africa. I'm currently based in...
That's the problem of us African not uniting. If you can listen the story of my sister here, they were begging each other. Even the police, they were begging the teachers. Why they didn't use the law to check the CCTV footage? But instead, they just listened to their fellow Chinese stories. My advice to you Africans, unite, guys. Let's unite. Let's stop this thing of fighting one another. When you see your black brother, you see yourself. Please, guys, let's unite, Africans. Let's unite and stand.
So that video is the video that I received many tags in the comment section where people send link to me and want me to explain how this kind of thing can happen in China if China is really that safe according to my video. First of all, I'm not gonna just make it about China or China safety because I want people to focus on that poor woman. So her name is called Nolo, and I'm very sympathized and sorry about her situation and experience in China. And I want to clear up something in this video, so hopefully it can give some insight to any other foreigner or anybody in the future, just in case the similar thing happen. So first of all, in China, we don't have something called teacher blacklist. So that is definitely something the higher authority making up to try to scare her. So that is definitely not exist. So when you heard that in China, just be relaxed. There's no such a thing as teacher blacklist. And second, if you are a foreigner and you're employee in China and your employer asks your legal paper, the original kind, not the copy one, just be aware that is also illegal as well. Because the employer and higher authority does not have the legal right to hold your legal paper. So if this happens, get yourself a labor lawyer as soon as possible because this is against the law. Thirdly, if in your contract, there's nothing said, oh, you are not allowed to talk about anything happen about work or about your employer from any social media, then just don't be afraid. Post anything on social media. Many people do it. As long as it's not in your contract forbidden you to discuss anything happen at work, you did not sign such a thing, you are free to post anything you want on social media to bring awareness. And I tried to search this woman's video on Chinese social media. Unfortunately, I did not get anything. I think maybe that's the reason why, because she was threatened and she was so scared to post it on Chinese side. But in China, most time, if you have any trouble posting on Chinese social media like Weibo or Xiaohongshu, it is the quickest, easy way to get attention, so the netizen can help you. And lastly, because I'm also a foreigner who live abroad, I'm Chinese who currently work and live in the United States. If anything happen, contact your country's ambassador or embassy as soon as possible. Shanghai is one of the most international city in China. There should be a lot of local community focused on foreigner who work and live in the local. And they usually have WeChat group or contact group, something like that. If anything bad happened to you, try to contact one of the members from the community so they can help you to spread the information, help you to connect with your country's ambassador or something like that to give you help if you need to leave the country, or you need any money, or you need any assistance. At least based on my experience, contact the China ambassador is really the quickest and the most efficient way in most cases, but not all cases. And lastly, I want to mention, not to regarding any race or color you are, if you're a woman, you need to protect yourself no matter where. I know I said China is safe, but as a woman, sometimes I still feel like I need extra precaution and awareness for the safety issue. And to be honestly, I experienced the exactly same thing about 6 years old in 2016 with one of my male coworkers. My situation is almost exactly same as Nula while working in the United States, and I settled. And the experience is traumatized. Personally, I think Nola is really brave to share it and speak out, and I wish her the best in her future. And I hope she can recover soon. I hope this helps.
Hello, my name is Olusindiso. I'm from South Africa. I'm currently based.
So, just a quick update on the lady in the video. It has been confirmed that she's safe. She's in Germany at the moment. I was able to call the embassy this morning, but I couldn't get a hold of anyone. I then went onto the website for the Minister of Foreign Affairs. There was a number there for international relations. I called it and they were able to confirm that she is indeed in Germany and that she is safe. However, we do know that that is not going to be the first or the last video that we are going to see of South Africans or any Africans who find themselves in other countries being abused or discriminated against. Unfortunately, South Africa, being one of the countries, has a very high unemployment rate. So people commenting, why do people do that to themselves? Why doesn't she just come home? Need to understand that people do not necessarily leave their countries for the fun of it. Not always. They try and find better.
Based in Shanghai, China. And I work.
Okay, so when I first saw this video, I just had to make my own video on this. First of all, I want to say to that lady, sorry what happened to you. And there's just a few things in her story that doesn't make sense. I'm in China currently. I've been in China very long. It's my favorite country in the world. And here I am going to defend China. Because a lot of foreigners come to China and think it's going to be just fun and you can talk to your employer like you do back in South Africa. This is not South Africa. This side, they do things different. I had to learn how to calm down. That's one thing that I had to learn, is to calm down. Because in South Africa, you can get away with it if you talk to your boss like like you want. Not always, but sometimes you do. You know what I'm talking about if you're from South Africa. This side doesn't work that way. You follow their rules, and that's how it works. So, number one, she said that they don't have the CCTV. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit story. Not from them. I don't even believe that they say that. Because China is covered in cameras. You can't do anything in China without being caught. So that's a lie. And like I said, foreigners come this side and they talk to their employers like they do back home, because maybe they don't know how it works this side. Yes, we fight at school sometimes. Obviously, at any work you do that. But when I saw this video, what went through my head was, and that's just my opinion, might be wrong, but this is my opinion. I think this lady shouted at her employer. And that's one thing here in China that you don't do. That's one thing you don't do here in China. You don't shout at your employer. You can get angry as hell. Just walk away and calm down. I've learned that almost on the hard way. You don't shout at your employer, number one. Yes, it doesn't give them the right to punch you, whatever. But did he really punch her? That's the question. Okay, because there's been a lot of things here in China taking the rounds and saying that if this and this and this and this happens to you as a foreigner at your school, then you can sue for this and this and this and this. And then people see money. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. So I want to believe her. I really do. But it's hard for me to believe. If she is innocent, then I apologize. Then I hope. I hope you get home safely. I really do. But my feeling, sorry, honest, my feeling, I think she shouted at the employer. And yeah, that's just one thing you don't do. Here in China, it works this way. You work like the Chinese people work, or you go home. And these people work like crazy. They don't stop. They work. That's why China is such an amazing country. That's why they achieved so much. So I just wanted to say that quickly. I will defend China. I mean, I have a tattoo that says I love China. So yeah, if you are in South Africa or anywhere else in the world and you decide to come to China, just remember one thing. You are not in your own country. You have to follow their rules. If you sign a contract, make sure you read every single part of your contract. When you meet your employer, Ask as many questions as you can. Maybe they don't like that. I know, they don't like it. But then you are safe. Many people go to Shanghai and because there's where the real money lies, Beijing and Shanghai. And then they just see money and they don't care. They just sign and whoop, I have the job, I have money, whoopee. Don't. I'm like 30 minutes away from Shanghai. All my friends know I don't want to go to Shanghai. Even one of my friends invited me to go to Shanghai. I don't want to. One reason for that is I'm here for the Chinese culture, right? Shanghai's got no Chinese culture left. Now people are saying, "Oh, how can you say that if you've never been there?" I know. Shanghai is an international city. So, like you've heard in the video, she went up to someone and asked the Chinese lady, "Can you speak English?" And she said, "Yes. I can show you. I can go outside now. I can ask anyone outside, can you speak English? I'm going to look real far to find that person." Yes, they do. But not that easy. Not the first person you ask. So, yeah, guys. I'm not usually one to make videos like this, but I just felt I had to. Please don't judge me. This is my opinion. Like anyone has their own opinions. Many of you will say, no, she's fellow South African. Yes, she is, and I do care about her. She's a human being. But I listen to a story very closely before I decide which side to take. And I'm not taking sides. But, girl, I really hope you get home safely. And I know you will. And if you do decide to continue in China, then I really hope your next employer will treat you like gold, like mine do. I'm really happy at my employer. Yes, we do fight. Trust me, we do. And I sometimes open my mouth, but we don't get physical. They try to avoid that actually in China. Get physical with the foreigners for some reason. But guys, hope to see you again. Girl, stay safe.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and I hope that young lady is really okay. And this last man, you see, some people are, they want to be the center of some people's problem. Like, someone is going through something, then he has to, tell you what he thinks about the whole situation that happened without even knowing, without even hearing. He has already concluded that the woman did something, or she probably get physical, or probably she was probably talking so much or something about the employer. So for the what gave the employer the right to hit her? That is something we should be asking first. Not even, maybe she was the one. What gave that man or whoever the right to hit her? Why? And the CCTV where they are talking about, is the school even saying that they do not have they are not going to release it? It's just crazy how people think like it's okay to wade into a problem they know they probably do not understand, because you want to be on the part of. And on a serious note, it is time we Africans, it's time we start waking up. Because The African Americans, they have been telling us, they have been screaming this all the time. I mean, sometimes there are some videos they see, because they already, there is a video that I saw where a white woman was wearing full Ugandan outfit and she was dancing. And a lot of people then saw something. But we Africans are not going to see it because we probably do not know a whole lot. Another Rene back is loading. Missionary, going to Africans and all Africa, yeah, to unalive children and all that. When we see them, Africans are so like they are welcoming. They welcome them without even knowing that someone might be up to something. We do not have that alert brain, like, you know, to alert us that there might be danger. But African Americans, they see far away because they have experienced them in and out. And when they try to tell us, some Africans, we are always like, must you people have opinion over some certain things? And then the things they warn us about ends up happening. Not until we wake up. Not until we start fighting for ourselves. Not until then. It's still going to be the same thing. When they come to Africa, you all welcome them. That's why you see some of them, especially Chinese in Africa, that there are so many, even like you see them have Chinatown, right? They call it Chinatown. When you see them in Africa, they have like places in Africa where they call Chinatown. This is just to tell you how far they are coming to Africa and, like, you know, dwelling and trying to, you know, like live there. But still, Africans treat them like humans, but they will never treat black people like humans. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain now until we wake up. If not, you will still keep saying the same thing. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.